Welcome to the Dino Show, where I'm here with Dino talking about the last episode of Invincible Season 4. So, what are our thoughts on the episode?
Um, I feel like my thoughts on the episode are kind of similar to this whole entire season because I have mixed thoughts on it as usual. um, I feel like we both agree that this is going to be a very short review because I think we both thought this episode was going to be like kind of grand as most Invincible finales are.
Yeah.
Um, but this one's probably the most like tame Invincible has ever had for a finale.
It felt like a filler
Um,
episode
it
almost.
did
I mean, not
kinda.
really, yeah. It's not really filler in the sake that it's just a random side quest, but just filler is in like not a lot happened in the episode that we thought.
Not a lot happened, but was like it was still like very important stuff
Mm,
that happened. It was very much like the kind of like character development establishing stuff for season 5 to play off of. Um, rather than like this grand finale that leaves the audience like kind of shocked. Um, definitely a lot more stuff, like more setup wise, instead of like absolute like shock value, like you had with Conquest
Thrag.
and threat. Yeah, if they were going to do a finale, it would have been last episode. But
Yeah.
like I said, there were stuff that I thought was like really good, and then there was some stuff that did annoy me
Yeah.
when watching the episode. Uh, I mean, there is some decent stuff to talk about. We could talk about Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yeah. She kind of gained a little bit of weight.
yeah, I was honestly when she was saying that she had an abortion, I was like, is she lying? I thought she was lying for a second again, and I was like, "What? Why are you lying again?"
Yeah, I also realized that they said it had been 10 months since they left. So like the last, what was it? The last in episode 5, right? So episode five,
Yeah,
the episode five
yeah.
to seven was 10 months, almost a whole year in the Invincible time. So that means Mark is now older than me
Okay.
again.
Yeah. Okay. Makes
Uh,
sense.
yeah. I mean, I think that I honestly think that like they should have just made episode 7 and 8 into one and just like a really long episode.
Ye- Yeah. Yeah, I felt like that might have been a better execution. It might. I don't know. I don't know whether it would. Well, it might have been maybe too long.
That's probably
Well,
true.
I don't know. I don't know because like you have like your grand like because it's kind of risky to put like your like absolute climax end at the middle of your like kind of hour-long episode.
They did that with Stranger Things.
That's true, but
Yeah, that was a bad example though.
yeah, it is a kind of bad
Yeah,
example.
yeah, David Gordon was dead. There was still 15 minutes left in the episode, so I'm like, um, what now?
Yeah, so again, I don't know whether I mean you could probably do it because again the ending of this last episode is kind of shocking and into to some degree. Um, but yeah, but anyways, because like there's a lot of like mini like talking points like in this episode. Like we got Eve, we got Debbie, we got Alan, and then we got the twist of the Viltrumites being on Earth.
Yeah.
Um, and then I guess we also got like um what is it Mark's PTSD. There's a lot of talking points, but
Mhm.
they're not very like long in depth because like it's more so like, oh well, Eve's fat and she got an abortion, what do we think about that?
Yeah.
um but yeah, I was quite surprised that they went in that direction. um
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I guess it does make sense for what was going on and all that stuff, and
Mhm.
it does add some like you know, um, conflict within Mark too for his character.
Okay, so which talking points should we talk about first then? The, actually, let's talk about
We just covered Eve.
yeah.
Um,
Let's do the
which
PTSD.
one would you want to talk about?
Yeah, I thought the
PTSD,
PTSD is
Mark's
interesting.
PTSD.
Like, yeah, I mean, he's finally. I realized that now Mark's finally gotten to the point where getting beat up so many times, he genuinely has PTSD of Thrag. It's so bad to the point when Thrag was actually there, he thought he was hallucinating.
Yeah, yeah. And I think they did play it very well within the episode to where, like, when you see Thrag at the end, I was kind of like, okay, he's hallucinating again, but
No, it's actually him. Because like the
but then
first time I was
it
like,
was actually him. So
yeah,
so it
yeah,
was like it was a pretty good addition to that,
yeah.
right?
Because they did it what 4 times? Because the first time, Thrag kills Debbie, and like, whoa. Because
Yeah.
they start off showing the Viltrumites land on Earth, so you're assuming that that it was actually Thrag, and then you're like, oh, never mind. And the second time was what was it? Was it E's bedroom or was it the school?
It was no, it was. I'm pretty sure it was Debbie's second.
Debbie second?
Then it was Eve. Then it
Okay.
was the school.
Okay. So yeah, then Eve is like at the E part is like, I don't think he's actually there. The school is like, oh yeah, we know it's an illusion. Then with Cecil, you're like, okay, we get the
Oh yeah,
gist.
and
This is how
Cecil.
it's
I
supposed
forgot
to be.
about the one with Cecil. Yeah.
Yeah. And
As
then
soon as it happened the first time, I knew that it was all like it was all hallucination because I felt like, yeah, this episode is definitely like kind of taking it slow now that I realized that. I was
yeah,
kind of
that's
like
true.
they're kind of trying to center around Mark having PTSD, which
Hmm.
is kind of crazy considering what he has gone through, that this is the event that gave him PTSD.
Yeah, I thought it would be either season 1 or season 3 where he fought Nolan or Conquest.
Honestly, Nolan was some pretty bad stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff would have given anybody PTSD.
Hmm.
Um, especially like all the stuff, like all the season finales, all could easily give anybody
Yeah,
PTSD.
that's true.
Um, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it like I said, I think it was done well. And I know Thrag is definitely like from what we saw, like yeah, he was definitely the worst out of like all of them.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
I also am kind of disappointed. We never got the scene where Mark comes back to Earth. He's like, "Yo, Cecil, so you'll never guess who I ran into in space."
oh yeah, the Cecil thing
Yeah,
never brought up.
never brought it up.
I'm very curious on whether they have to. They have to, but I think Mark is just very much in a vulnerable state to where he's like I think he's willing to like just let it go at this point because he
Yeah,
is right now so fudged up.
yeah. He has bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. And it's this whole aspect of like because he Cecil gave him an offer to like ask for help and like talk to people that he needs to, like therapist and all that stuff, which is important for him too.
Hmm.
So I think Cecil understands that and all that stuff. So I think Mark is willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, but
Yeah,
at least
finally
at
after
this
four
moment, he
seasons.
maybe later down the line, but we'll see. What else? I guess the next talking point we could talk about is Debbie.
Oh yeah.
Debbie going to Oliver.
Oh
You
my
know the
God,
thing
bro.
that really pissed me off the most though is when
What?
Debbie and what's his face?
Nolan?
Not Nolan. Her now ex. I forgot his name.
You mean Paul?
Paul. Yeah. They broke up off screen.
Wait, they did?
As in,
Oh my God, I didn't even realize that.
you didn't realize that?
I was kind of eating, I think, half the episode, so I didn't completely pay attention. I did not. I completely glossed over that.
Yeah, they broke up off screen.
Okay, so we know what's gonna happen. We don't like it. I mean, I kind of did know,
Yeah,
but
as soon as I heard that, I was like, "Oh, fudge off,
yeah, that explains why he's on
fudge
the episode.
off, man."
Yeah, I
Not
mean
only is it off screen, not only do they give like a weak excuse, is like we're just different people.
that we literally knew that. They literally had an episode talking about how Paul and Debbie were, how Paul was okay with like super powered stuff. It's not like it's Amber.
Yeah, I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Because like we can see what's happening like from a mile away that Nolan and Debbie are going to get back together, which is so stupid.
Yeah,
Fudging hate it.
and now they're going together to uh wherever Oliver
Like
is.
at most, like for Debbie could like maybe like forgive Nolan, but definitely not get back together with him. That was the most I could see happening. That should have happened,
Yeah,
right?
looks like
Because
the pet
like
wants to
it's
get
just
back with the owner.
because like there are some things you just can't come back from, and I feel like the show
Yeah.
should have like recognized that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Are you fudging kidding me, man?" Um. So yeah, we can confirm that Debbie and Nolan are definitely going to get back together in
Yeah.
season 5. So
Yeah.
yay!
I do have a question. It wasn't really a huge part of the episode, but now we know it's been over 10 months since what's his face? Monster Girl and Robot. We are not calling him Rex. That went missing. So how long is that in like the Thraxan years?
It's gonna be a long while.
They might be older than all the other characters when they get back.
They might be, yeah. They might be. We might see like both of them as adults.
Well, I mean, I know we definitely will because we see them as adults in we see Rudy as an adult in
Yeah,
season 2.
yeah, yeah. So I definitely see them coming back as like full grown adults or
Yeah.
something.
Wait a minute. I just thought
Crazy
about
if they
something.
had kids.
Yeah. I thought about something. This might be a loophole or something, but they say okay. So remember how in season 2, they come back after 20 years to and where they find Mark in that dimension. So how
Yeah.
do they survive 20 years? Oh, I guess the wait a minute. Never mind. Might make sense. But the Viltrumites would be there by then, like all of them. And there's never a Mark there to fight Conquest when Conquest pulled back up. So what happened there?
Wait, say it again. Hold on,
Okay,
I'm
so
trying to process.
remember in season 2 how they came back to rescue Mark because he never returned from wherever that dimension was that Angstrom
Yes,
was in.
yes,
So that means that there was
yes,
no one there to fight Conquest.
yes. You also have to remember that like the universes are also like very different. The
Yeah,
alternate universes are very different in terms of what actually happens.
I thought that was theirs though.
So
Maybe it
I
wasn't.
don't
I don't know.
remember. Maybe,
Time
maybe
travel's
not.
confusing.
No,
I don't want to
no,
get into
because
it.
it's like they're like I don't know, because like they said like because specifically Adam Eve is like in my universe I always loved you, so go when you go back tell her that you love her or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Time
would need
travel.
to
Yeah,
rewatch the episode again. I'm
yeah,
not 100% sure on that whether they're from an alternate
yeah.
universe or whether it's the same universe but like different. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's confusing. I
This is
would
why
need
we don't
to
do
watch
time
it again.
travel. No more time
Yeah,
travel.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's from an alternate universe.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay.
Um,
The reason why I thought it was theirs is because they said in the episode. I remember this. They said they were from 20 years in the future.
yeah, 20 years in the future, maybe from an alternate. I don't know.
They could be.
Again, I would need to
Yeah.
rewatch it again, but
I don't know.
maybe it was like from like a timeline where maybe it was like Mark's timeline where he couldn't get back. So then they made a time machine and then they went back and to that portal and found him and brought him back to his own thing, so their universe stopped to exist. I don't know.
We're
Well,
going too far into this.
yeah, yeah, we are.
Okay, let's go back to the finale. What is another side point? I guess.
um I guess we can. Okay, so we covered Debbie, we covered Eve, we covered
Mark's
Mark,
PTSD.
Mark's PTSD.
We covered robot
Is
and
it just the
monster.
Viltrumites?
I
Oh,
guess
and I guess Alan's thing with
Alan's
the
not gonna do
virus
it.
and
I know better than this. Alan's not gonna do it.
Alan. Yeah, I don't see Alan doing it. I honestly like when we'll get to it when we get to the Viltrumite part, but I was like, um, actually, you know what? It's too heavily like
Yeah, this is
intertwined
fine.
into the Viltrumite thing. So the Viltrumites come down and they like freaking assimilate with the population.
Yeah.
Um, which by the way, I think Cecil has to know, right? He has to. There's
Well,
no
here's the
way he
yeah. I mean,
doesn't.
yeah, because like Cecil would see them coming from space.
Yeah, yeah. So there's no way he wouldn't have known already that as soon as they came that oh yeah these guys are here.
Yeah. Also, I'm curious.
Um,
So, was that last scene like? Oh no, the opening scene of episode 8. Was that like a hallucination or was that actually real? Because if that was real,
no, that was a hallucination. That was a hallucination.
okay, yeah, just making sure.
Yeah, that was just him like thinking what might be happening while he's away and all that.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, but yeah, so again with the terms of peace and all that stuff, as soon as I heard that they were doing like that, I was like, you know what? Let's just clear Mark and Nolan and just shoot the virus on Earth.
That mean I think that
But
means they
then,
can't come back though.
huh?
That means they can't come back.
Probably, but you know what? They can live out in the galaxy. I'm sure there's plenty of great places to live, okay?
They
But
can
then
go to
it's
Urath
also
instead.
revealed in like it's also kind of revealed that they aren't that um they aren't like completely sure whether humans are immune to it because they
That's true.
so I was like, ah, fudge. Now he
Yeah.
can't do it because the humans might be affected.
You know,
Um,
yeah. Test William. Just test William only because I don't like his new voice actor. Yeah, if
bruh.
William dies, then don't test it on any other humans. If he survives, then okay.
Yeah, oh my
He'll take one for the team.
god. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would agree with you. It's a bad recast. I don't know.
Yeah, but was yeah. What's also weird is like I'm not sure if you've seen. Have you seen Fiona and Cake?
No.
No. Well, it's a spinoff to Adventure Time, and they have like uh have you seen Adventure Time?
I've only seen episodes here and there,
Okay, that's
but
fine. You know Princess Bubblegum?
yeah.
Okay, so basically in Fiona and Cake, it's like everyone's gender swapped. So there's Prince Bubblegum, and he's Prince Bubblegum, the same voice actor. But I say that, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I say
okay.
that all to say, in season 2, they switch his voice actor too, and I think that
Um,
came out
okay.
like at the end of last year. I don't know. I
Mm,
thought it was interesting.
I got you. I am. I mean, there is like examples of like good recasting, but
Yeah,
this
he's
one
like,
did not hit
yeah.
the mark.
I feel like he's too gay now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I definitely get the same vibe too. I feel like whoever's doing the voice acting for him is maybe trying a bit too hard on
Mm,
that.
yeah.
um, but yeah, I don't like it either. But I definitely think if we're still like experimenting with the virus, I think Alan should do like test trials on like human. Like I mean, it kind of sounds messed up, but I think I think that does need to happen.
Yeah, just do it
Um,
on someone who's on death row.
yeah, yeah, that's probably what I would do too. You need some clinical trials
Yeah.
on this because if you can if you can somehow like eliminate the human risk, then you can instantly like just beat the Viltrumites at that point
Yeah, that's true.
without any worries. Because right now there is no reason for the Viltrumites to uphold their end of the bargain.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially once they repopulate, there is nothing stopping them. The only thing that could potentially stop them is if they assimilate enough to where they're like, oh, maybe our lives as Viltrumites wasn't good, and we should, you know,
That's not
protect.
happening.
Like, yeah. Even like Nolan eventually got there, but he struggled hard, and he was still like loyal at the
Yeah,
end, right?
that's true.
Hmm. And it ultimately depends on how exactly the Viltrumites like approach to what they do and how they experience. Like, obviously, like Nolan got lucky with Debbie, right?
Mhm.
Because the world isn't like as peachy or as good as like Debbie, right? As soon as they
Yeah.
get like a messed up toxic ex.
Yeah, that does remind me of another question. So a lot of people were saying that Conquest, if he was on Earth, would turn good.
Oh yeah, bullcrap. Bull.
You don't believe so?
I don't believe so. The man is like a cannibal. He does nothing but freaking like destroy worlds, commit genocide, actively like wants to die in fights.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
mean,
way. There's
I
no
do know.
way.
Yeah, I do know some stuff in the comics. Like, I don't think it's much of a spoiler, but apparently he goes to some other world and just starts eating their hearts, like the people's hearts.
Yeah, sounds about right for him.
Yeah.
So
Also,
yeah, there's
yeah.
no way.
Also in the
No way.
fight, he did say that like, I guess he was kind of happy about fighting Mark on Earth because he had no rules, just wreak havoc.
No, yeah, that's his one purpose. That's literally
Hmm.
his one purpose. That's the only thing. He's like, no, I want you to resist, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not here to negotiate. I'm just here to destroy and have fun.
I wish we got to see him. I mean, Battle Beast would probably win, but I wish we could see him versus Battle Beast.
And there was a lot of fights. I mean, I was kind of hoping for Nolan versus Conquest too. No, I don't know. Conquest got shafted so goddamn
Yeah,
quickly
they
in
brought
this
him back
season.
just to kill him again in like a couple episodes.
Yeah, yeah. So again, like I said, a lot of mixed feelings on this season.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's very much the season where I have the most mixed feelings, where I'm just like, yeah, I like this, but I also don't like this,
Hmm.
and I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah.
um, but
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Another thing about repopulating the Viltrumite population, I bet Lucius is gonna go on to become Steve Harvey.
that would be funny. That would be
Yeah,
funny.
he just does a talk show. I mean, he already has a suit. Like you can see it in the scene. He just becomes Steve Harvey and
Yeah,
becomes a comedy guy.
that
He looks like Steve Harvey too.
would be so meta. It would be so
Yeah. If it was the
crazy.
boys, they do that for sure.
If it was the boys, yeah, they would do that for sure. But
Yeah.
I don't think they will for this one.
Yeah.
It would be crazy to like have like somebody like Steve Harvey be like a genocidal maniac.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Craig is able to get a motorcycle and cigarettes and just become like about that life.
Yeah, yeah. So
I think
like
it's
I
funny.
said, I mean again, like the circumstances between like these characters, like for them to all have like the exact same like really great experience about humanity. And it's also like it's not like I feel like Cecil like kind of like guided him because he Nolan was a superhero. These guys are all like just re, like just normal people
Yeah, they're
to
regular
the
people.
average person. Yeah, they're not doing any superhero stuff. They're just there, right? So again, the experiences are definitely going to be much different than what Nolan went through,
Yeah.
and because like they're not. It's I don't see the assimilation like happening at all. Nolan had like a pretty good opportunity to like assimilate and realize because we saw that in like the flashbacks that he had, right?
Hmm.
Of like seeing like the good in humanity and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen for like these people. At least like the majority of them. I can see it happening for some, maybe,
Mm.
but for what they are, it's gonna take a lot.
I have a feeling that Anissa will turn for some reason.
Honestly, at the moment, the only Viltrumite, surprisingly enough, that I can see might that's like the closest to having like a Nolan change is Thrag himself.
That's true.
He
Only
is the
reason why I said
closest.
yeah. Only reason why I said Anissa is because remember how like when Mark said he killed Conquest, Anissa kind of turned. It was like, ooh, he did what now?
I don't know. I think Anissa. I mean, Anissa. I mean, I didn't really think much on that. I think everybody just looked at him like thinking, "Oh, is he actually that strong?" Because like
No.
Conquest is like somebody that
Yeah,
like has been established to be feared by the Viltrumites
that's true.
themselves.
I think
So
it's yeah. I think it's that and the fact that like in season two, she didn't kill Mark and let him go.
I mean, Anissa. I mean, like again, I think she was just mainly following orders. I feel like because she was just told to like send a message to
That's true.
Mark rather than kill him,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's mainly why she didn't kill him. I think she would have fully like she came close. She came
Yeah.
very close.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, she even says like her orders aren't to kill him, but just to lay a message
Mm.
and giving him a chance to like because at the end of the day they do want more Viltrumites
That's
because
true.
that's their whole purpose, right?
Yeah.
So and they just executed his there are at least they were planning to execute his dad, so
Mm-hmm.
so it's like, oh well, if let's at least try to find a replacement for our fallen
Yeah, that's a good
Viltrumite.
point.
Yeah,
Also, a fun fact about
so
Anissa. Remember Butcher's wife in season two of The Boys?
yeah.
That's Anissa's voice actor.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
Okay. Huh.
I think there's just like
Crazy.
a lot
Huh.
of, I think there's a lot of Invincible, The Boys connections that there are that I just can't think of. But that one I just realized a couple of days ago. I thought that was kind of cool.
Huh. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anything else
Okay.
about Invincible?
Um, I think that's the majority of it. I mean, I guess the Alan with the virus. I think we both agree that we don't see Alan using it.
No. Seth Rogen's his voice
Um,
actor.
yeah. I think there definitely might be some tension
Mhm.
in there at some point because now Alan's under pressure by all the other um,
The Coalition.
planets of the globe. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Um, and he, I don't know, there might be like a turning point where like they need to think of something. Again, I think the best solution is to do clinical trials on humans
Hmm.
to see if there's like something that they can do to just target Viltrumites
Yeah, I agree.
while leaving humans alone. But yeah, I think that's it for the season finale.
Yeah.
Overall, in terms of the overall series or the season, I should say. Um, what do you what are your thoughts on the overall season? Did you think it
Okay.
was good, bad,
I mean,
okay?
I still think all the seasons of Invincible are good. I don't think they have a bad season. I'm just gonna rank them real quick. I think the order. I think season one's still the best. Then three. I don't know. I'm kind of debating between four and two. I'll probably give four third and two fourth. What do you think?
Yeah, four. My rating would be the same, except 4 and 2. Yeah, around the same for me. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I found 2 to be more consistent for me, but
Hmm.
4, I was kind of like, I like this stuff, but then I also don't like this stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I also feel like
but yeah,
yeah. I feel like the OG
yeah,
side characters are just a lot more interesting, like Rex and the Mauler twins, and they're just kind of missing from this season.
yeah, 100%. That's also true because the show did feel kind of very different, like halfway through
Yeah.
because of the Invincible War, not the Invincible War, the Viltrumite War.
Mm.
with all those side characters like just completely chopped
Yeah,
and
that's
like
true.
not there. Yeah, and instead we get Tech Jacket, which is a new character we have
Yeah, I
never
don't.
been introduced to.
Wait a minute. That just
Not that
reminds me
she's
of something.
bad, it's just she has to like carry like all the other side. Like she's
Yeah,
basically all the other side characters we grown used to. So
yeah. Also, did Tech Jacket come back to Earth? Oh, you know she did.
no, she did. She did
Yeah. Okay. Well, she really did a whole lot of nothing. Just straight cardio.
more than Oliver.
Yeah, I guess. Oliver was a straight liability.
Oliver was a straight liability every single time.
Yeah.
He got a
I
couple
mean,
punches in, and then he ran, and
yeah,
then he got his blood.
yeah. At least you could say Ted Jacket was like a slight net positive. Oliver was just a net
Yeah,
negative.
because she had the darts. She had the darts, so Alan could quickly finish them off, and then yeah, I mean, I mean, she wasn't like the MVP. She was like at the bottom of the scoreboard, but at least she got more than just a death and maybe an
She was a role
assist.
player. She's like a support.
Yeah, she's very much played like a much more like support role
Mm,
than the others. But yeah, she at least could take hits.
that's true. Yeah. All right. Well, is
All
that
right,
it
I
for the
think
episode?
I think we'll call it there.
All
Um,
right.
thanks you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more podcast videos. Leave a like. Let us know what you think about the Invincible finale and the season overall. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.